Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you saw my last video, you know that I'm currently running a little mini series here. It's a small account growth challenge, meaning that I deposited $500 into a Robinhood account, and I'm going to try to grow that as quickly, but really just as consistently as possible over the next couple months. Like I said before, this isn't some gambling challenge where I'm going to take the $500 and then try to turn it into $5,000 over a couple weeks or anything like that. It's more just to show you guys some of the ways that you can invest with a smaller account size and to really just encourage the people who might think that they need all this money right off the bat to really just get started with whatever amount of money they might have. And with a couple $100, you can really start investing in some of the top companies in the world. You know, just last week, I traded Apple and Microsoft and saw around a 3 to 4% gain in each position. And that's really what it's all about. It's not about how much money you're making in each one of these positions. It's more the percentage gain, because that is what's going to compound over time and help grow your account. But in today's video, I'm going to start some form of another series. It's kind of just going to be more of like a thread of videos that are going to be discussing some more longer term investment opportunities. A lot of my recent videos, like my top 5 stocks for January, were more geared towards shorter term trades based off of different trends in the market right now. And other than one of the stocks on that list, that was Horizon Therapeutics, I didn't really go into depth of why I like the company for the long run, as all of those trades were kind of just based off the short term and were really just revolving around these different trends that I was starting to notice. So I also want to create a thread of videos for some longer term investments and really just explain why I see a lot of growth potential for this individual stock. Because I know a lot of people who are just getting started in the stock market might struggle to find different trade ideas, or they really just don't know where to go to find all these different stocks that they could buy. So I'll structure the videos kind of just like a 5 to 10 minute stock pitch, where I'll go over what the company is and what they do. We'll take a look at some of their numbers. We won't go too deep into it. We'll kind of just look at things like their sales, revenue, and then kind of what they're forecasting for the future. We'll go over some different events and catalysts for the stock in the near future, and then really just explain why I see value in it moving forward and what could help drive the stock price higher. And hopefully the information in this video can help serve as a starting point and just spark some different trade ideas for you guys. So if you like this concept, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you don't, just let me know in the comments and I'll stop making these types of videos. But anyways, let's get right into it. So this stock actually might come as a surprise to some of you. The company name is Chewy, which trades under ticker symbol CHWY, and it currently trades for $96.87 a share. And this is actually the first stock that I bought for that small account challenge that I was talking about. It's recently had a pretty good rally over the past week, but I'll go over that in the next video. But if you haven't heard of Chewy, it's an online retailer that is slowly turning into the Amazon for pet food and all things pet related. They sell just about everything you can think of for pets, ranging from different types of food and toys to even different supplements and medicines. Their online pharmacy department has turned into one of their biggest revenue drivers, as it is a leader in the industry, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So why focus on Chewy, right? You know, the company itself kind of might sound a little weird at first, like why would I invest in someone that is selling dog food online? But here's a couple things that you have to consider. One, we know that pets are absolutely never going away. You know, people are always going to have pets, and they're always going to have to buy them food, toys, medicine, and stuff like that. And as a result of the pandemic, we are seeing a massive demand shock and a huge shift to online shopping, where Chewy is right at the front lines. Since the pandemic, they've been gaining customers at the fastest rate ever, and since e-commerce is taking over the retail space more day by day, I don't think this trend it will be slowing down anytime soon. Retail stores in pretty much any industry have just been completely taken over by this e-commerce space, and at this point, I don't think anybody is going to be looking back. And if you take a look at Chewy's website, they have different products for all different kinds of animals and over 1,000 brands in stock. Now, you heard the comparison that I previously made to Amazon, so you might be thinking, well, how is a brand like this going to compete with Amazon, who also sells pet food and toys, and then they have their prime shipping, their low cost, and pretty much everyone uses Amazon every single day. But despite Chewy also having low prices and also having their own little form of prime shipping where they have a 1 to 3 day delivery option, the main reason is their brand recognition. And this is something that we all experience pretty much on a day-to-day basis in our own lives. You know, if you go to the grocery store or you go to the mall, you're going to be buying the brands that you personally trust and that you've used for a long period of time. And this is really the exact same with Chewy. Chewy works with some of the most well-known brands, and they have over 1,000 options on their website alone. So not only are they one of the most trusted online retailers, but it's also the most convenient, as it's really just a one-stop shop and you have everything right in front of you, and the site is very easy to navigate for anyone. So there's a little overview of kind of just what the company does and really what will give them the edge over these other online retailers moving forward. But now let's take a look at some of their numbers from last quarter. Last quarter, they had a net sales of $1.78 billion, which was a 45% increase year over year, and they took up their next quarter sales guidance by 10%. This was a record net sales, and they finished the quarter with another positive adjusted earnings of $5.5 million, which was a 118% increase year over year. They also added another 1.2 million customers last quarter. So what we're seeing is increasing sales every single quarter, mainly driven by this big shift to online shopping. And on top of the 1.2 million new customers, they also reported that the average spending per customer was up 4%. So that 4% might not seem like a lot, but when you combine that with their growing customer base, you get a pretty significant number. So we know that the company is growing at a very quick rate, but what's going to be the next catalyst to help drive this stock price even higher? The stock is already up 65% in the past few months, and it's trading just under $100 a share. The all-time high for the stock is just above this at 107.50. So what is going to be the thing to help push this stock above that level and make new all-time highs? Well, for starters, I think as a result of this massive demand shift to online shopping, and at the rate that they're gaining customers every single quarter, that their business will continue to grow next year regardless. And this is just in the US. They've also expressed interest to take their business up to Canada, and then even a year or two down the line to expand over into Western Europe. And another part of their business that is continuing to grow that I think has a lot of potential for next year is their online pharmacy department, where they sell medicine and all different types of supplements. They are now at $500 million in online pharmacy revenue, making them the largest in the US. Alongside all of these different e-commerce businesses in all types of industries, the pharmacy business is gaining a lot of attention right now and growing every single day. And as the largest online pharmacy in the US, Chewy is in a great position in the market. So just taking all of the current operations that they have in the US right now, I would expect their sales from food, toys, medicines, and really just all other pet-related products to have a huge increase next year. Then the major catalyst for the company would be expanding into these new markets that I just mentioned, like up in Canada and over in Western Europe. Their Europe expansion might not happen for a couple years, but they're looking to move into Canada by the end of this year. So once that happens, I think we'll have a much better idea of how their business model works in these different types of markets. Either way, I definitely see a lot of upside for this stock over the next year, but let me know what you guys think about this company in the comments below. If you're still here, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 700 subscribers. Hopefully we can get there by the end of the month, but either way, I will see you guys next week with a new video and also an update on that small account challenge. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.